What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome back to another Football Manager 2020 Top 5 video. Today we're taking a look at the top 5 free agents in the FM20 beta database. Hopefully you do enjoy this one. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, check out the series playlist down below. Tons of Football Manager 2020 content coming your way, including, of course, our lower league Let's Play in a couple of weeks' time. You are not going to want to miss it. So, let's get into this. I'm very excited. The top 5 free agents coming your way now. So folks, in at number 5 we have Fabio Cantrell, of course former Real Madrid man, a very, very good player, and of course with most free agents in this list he is the wrong side of 30 if you're looking to build young, but if you need a short-term solution, this guy could be the player for you. You can see here he's got pretty good well-roundedness, can play a real variety of positions, natural at left back, left wing back, and as you can see here he's good in the centre of the midfield too. Yeah, a player who has kind of play anyway. He's a bit like the Portuguese James Milner, dare I say it. You can see here, last year was at Rio Ave, where he played 21 matches. He is looking pretty solid. He is one of a few left-backs in this list. A good little player, actually the best in this list in terms of current ability. However, his injury proneness and just his low general natural fitness means that he's really not going to stay at the top of his game for too long, and for those reasons he comes in at number 5. And coming in at number 4, we have another left-back. I mean, I did warn you there was going to be a few of these. We have Ivan Strinic, we'll go with it. 49 caps for Croatia. You can see last year he was playing for Milan. He didn't actually play for them last year, so we'll just glance over that a little bit. But yes, looking at him here, a very, very good player. A player who's probably good enough to play low-end Premier League football, high-end Championship perhaps. You can see here he's a quite complete fullback. He's got traits to get forward, which is definitely going to be the big thing for him. You can see the interest he's been attracting is from afar, shall we say. There is plenty of large oil money involved in his kind of interest, so you might be battling it out with some of these clubs for his signature, but if you can secure his signature, you're going to get a really well-rounded player. Not quite as flexible, I guess, as Cantrell in terms of variety of positions, but you can see here great crossing, very well-rounded physicals for a player who's 31. As I said, I think he can do a job at a low-end Premier League club as a backup, and yeah, as a free agent, he's pretty blooming good. In at number 3, we have Nikolai Muller, yes, the German international, albeit with only 2 caps, a tremendous player, a player who has quite a lot of pace. You can see here, great work rate, 16 acceleration, 16 agility, 15 pace. Definitely an argument to say that he relies on that a lot. They are really his big standout attributes, and well, with him being 31, they probably are going to fall off as, you know, he goes into even his first season at your club. But if you do choose to sign him, what you're going to get is a very versatile attacking option. You can see he can play on the left and right, has some really, really nice player traits as well. Don't be deterred by the fact that in his last 2 seasons he's been relegated. This is a guy who can definitely do a job at a low-end Premier League, high-end Championship club. He would walk into a lot of teams in Europe and do a job, albeit as a backup or an impact player on off the bench. But as far as free transfers go, he's a pretty rare breed. A winger with some pretty decent physicals, albeit for, you know, his age. And yeah, he could definitely do an immediate job. And it's for that reason he comes in at number 3 in this list. It's hard to pick any real faults in him, to be honest. In at number 2, we have the youngest player on this list. It's Silva. He's 26, and how a club has not picked him up, I'm not entirely sure. You can see here, fantastic player, more of a deeper midfielder, can play as a ball winner, but he's got pretty good passing and vision. You can see here, he could definitely do a job. At 26 years old, of course, you can see here, released from Real Madrid, had a number of loans which didn't really work out for him over in Brazil. He's the youngest player on this list quite comfortably, and in terms of free agents as of the FM20 beta, there's not that many under 30 who I would highly recommend, and Silva is the best of a, well, what was the right word, a scarce bunch. He's good for his age, he's fantastic for his age. His mentals are great, his physicals are great. It's hard to pick any real fault in his game. I guess you'd criticise his finishing and maybe his ability going forward, but for a centre midfielder, I'm more than willing to give him a free pass there. Fairly professional personality as well. Definitely worth picking up. Not sure how much he's going to command. A work permit might be a problem, and that is the only reason he's not at number 1. But nevertheless, the 26-year-old Brazilian definitely looking like a standout player in terms of free agents this year. And finally, guys, we have Juan Forlin, yes, the Argentine, 31 years old. Don't worry, he is part Italian, and well, my word, he certainly is a stallion. He's a very, very good player. You can see here, he can play centre-back, he can play centre defensive mid. He's a very experienced player. As far as ball-playing defenders go, you're not going to get a better player than this guy on the cheap. His physicals are pretty good. His natural fitness, not the greatest, but for a centre-back, I'm not as concerned perhaps about that as I would be with a midfielder or attacker. You can see in terms of his career history, he's played the last couple of years for Real Oviedo. Prior to that was playing in Mexico. And I like him a lot. I feel like as far as defenders go, he doesn't have any real gap in his game. I guess you'd argue his jumping reach could be a little bit better, but that I feel like is masked by some pretty solid heading. And additionally, when you are looking at free transfer players, they are always going to have flaws in them. There's a reason that they're free transfer players who haven't been picked up in real life. I guess for this guy, it's probably the wage demand, it is perhaps his height, his age kicking in a little. But as far as Football Manager players go, I mean, he is very, very good. He's value in the market, he's going to do a job for you, and he is the best centre-back free agent and just the best free agent full stop, in my opinion, at the moment in the database. Anyway, guys, that wraps up this video from me. Hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did, do drop a like on it. It is super appreciated. Of course, if you are new to the channel, do subscribe. Plenty of FM20 content coming your way in the near future. And yeah, that is all from me today. It is me, Jack, and I will talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.